Good morning. My name is Sean Webb. I'm the Director of Community Engagement in the Educational Foundation, and you are watching episode 35 of Season 2 of Classroom Conversations. I'm the Director of Community Engagement, have the best job in the Coachella Valley, and get to share about all the great things at Desert Sands and what's going on with our students. But before I move on, I want to thank a couple of our partners that make this happen. City of Indio, we're going to have the Indio Minute here with Brooke in a second. Also want to thank the Foundation Board for writing a grant with the City of Indio to help pay for our StreamYard access. And I'd also like to read our mission statement. The Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and rewards The Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and awards money to provide supplemental resources that enrich and enhance student learning in Desert Sands Unified School District. In partnership with public and private sectors, Desert Sands Educational Foundation financially supports creative and innovative programs that enrich and enhance the educational experience in the academics, the arts, and extracurricular activities that engage all students and staff in Desert Sands Unified School District. Okay, so with that, I know that I shared we've got Brooke here for the Indio Minute. I want to make sure to bring her on to share about that. We've got a couple of slides for her. I'll be the first to say this is the first time back since the 16th, so I'm a little bit foggy and slow with the action this morning. But let's see here. We'll bring up Brooke here. Good morning, Brooke. How are you?
Sean, I feel you 100%.
Yeah, it's a little foggy, right?
It is a little bit, but it's like riding a bike. We'll both be able to get back on pretty soon.
Yeah, seriously. I'm also going to bring on Chef Mary Hiddle and say good morning to you too, Brooke.
Hey, good morning. I'm in the same boat with you. Sean texted me like at 8:10, and I was like going, oh no, like what day is it? Oh my gosh, no, I got to get up, and I'm running around thinking I've got to get coffee, get ready, and I thought I am not moving really quickly today.
Too funny. So Brooke, how have you been?
Good. Thank you so much. City Hall took a little bit of a break, and we were still working the whole time to make sure that the needs of our residents were met. But it was nice to have a little bit of a break. And I know the kids from Desert Sands went back yesterday, and they're being healthy and as safe as possible. And so I think that's good, getting a little bit of routine back.
Yep.
I agree. That's the one thing I've been saying with Tara. It's been fantastic to have the time with Brooklyn right now, but she definitely needs the routine. Needs the routine and get back. But let me go ahead and bring up your slides here, Brooke. I know you got a couple things here. We always highlight this slide first.
We do, and it's especially significant today because of the holiday. Indio Live was delayed a couple of days in getting out, but it just went out at 9 a.m. In fact, once it pushes through our filter here, I should be able to get it. So the January edition of Indio Live is now out. There are so many things that are going on. It's a particularly long edition, but what I just say is kind of just scroll through until you find the things that are relevant to you. And there are quite a bit of interesting events happening at Desert Sands Unified that are highlighted within this issue of Indio Live, as well as one of our students from Desert Sands, RJ Diaz, who who is working on his Eagle Scout certification. And he worked with the Indio city manager, who is also a fellow Eagle Scout, in putting a flag drop location in front of Indio City Hall. In fact, gosh, Sean, I'm a little bit slow on this day too. So look, I'll try and work on that while I'm talking about it at the same time too, and see if we can get those in there. But anyway, he's really an exceptional young man. He's a senior at Shadow Hills High School, and he decided that for his project he would, and I think that it's an interesting idea, is that people don't really know what to do with the flags. They don't necessarily burn them. Not everybody does that. And so now, okay, Sean, let's see. I have it in there right at the end. Just tell me if you want me to move it up a little bit. But he created, and he actually fabricated this this flag drop box. And so he built it with his father. They welded it, they put it together, and then they unveiled it at City Hall right before the holidays. So now if you have some flags, you can drop them off there, and then they will be taken by the local VFW, and they will burn them in the way that they're supposed to. So it does. It looks just like a mailbox there, but can you believe he actually built it and they installed it right there?
That's
It's really cool, really neat, and there's now a location for that at City Hall. Look at us on the fly here today. So
I'll
anyway,
tell you what. So I actually pulled up his mother's Facebook page because I don't know if you're aware, but Jan works right here in the superintendent's office with us.
Oh yes.
Yeah, she works. I work with Jan every day with her and Mary Perry, and this is her son. So I pulled up her Facebook page too because I know they're very proud of him, and I know Ruben very well, the dad there, and their daughter goes to Desert Ridge Academy as well. So just a fantastic project that they're doing. I didn't know they're working with the city manager directly with that.
Yes, because Brian Montgomery is also a fellow Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
So how about that? Right?
Look at that! Look at that! I love the project. I love the idea. That's fantastic. It's the only thing that I know of in this area like that.
I don't know of any other. And so once we work on that, Sean, once we find out if this is the only official flag drop location in the Coachella Valley, we'll have something else to talk about too.
There we go.
amazing.
There we go.
So how about this? In the comments right now, if you know of another location like this, put it there. Please let us know. Because this is a great project and we're lucky to have it now as a location where we can pay tribute. So anyway, we've got that going on, and there's an article in Indio Live. You can check it out by going to indio.org. It's on the homepage. It's kind of a yellow thing, or you could scan that QR code. And then just not sure which, I'm trying to remember which one is next. There we go. Take center stage. Yep. So the city of Indio is starting free monthly events happening at what we're calling our outdoor living room, which is the intersection of Miles and Smyrna, right in the heart of downtown Indio, very close to where we held that Streets or Treats event, Sean, that you went to. And what we're doing is we have the hope that eventually there will be a real sort of kind of outdoor amphitheater, but for now, it's a stage that we're going to be setting up every month to hold free live music. There'll be entertainment. This particular one that we're going to start off with on the 15th from 6 to 9 is country themed because we've got the Sarah Winchester Band performing. We have free country line dancing instruction.
Oh, cool.
Okay. You know what, Chef Mary, you want to be my date that night?
Sure. I tried that once, country dancing.
Super game. I mean, it's fun. And then we've got all kinds of games for kids too. There'll be an entertainment area for kids to hang out and play, and a cornhole tournament that you can enter. And then we've also got some food trucks and local drink trucks, I guess, that will be there too for purchase. But there's going to be plenty of places to sit. You can bring some blankets. You can bring some lawn chairs as well. There'll be kind of some wine barrels set up so that people can eat and, put their drinks down in what we're calling a walkabout area. And so we have, a lot of hopes for this location as being a gathering point downtown. And then just to make things even more exciting, at 7 o'clock, at that same location, we're going to be doing the ribbon cutting for Colossal Cacti, which is one of the huge sculptures that was premiered at the Coachella Music and Arts Festival a few years ago. We are reinstalling in downtown. So 7 o'clock that same night, same location, we'll be doing the ribbon cutting for Colossal Cacti. So a lot happening in downtown Indio, super family friendly, free except for the food and drink. Check it out and see what we're working on there.
No, I've had a lot of great weekends over in Indio recently. Just as recent as the Tamale Festival. Then I was also there. Geez, it wasn't on the weekend, but the tree lighting festival. You guys are doing a great job with all your community events, and thank you for including us and sharing them out here.
Thank you so much for your help in getting the word out about these events. And of course, if anyone has, Linda says the American Legion in Indio. So actually, we worked with the American Legion and the VFW on this project. And so they were part and they were integral in helping us put this together and making this an actual kind of drop box location for us. And then they took them along with the VFW and helped us retire them. Okay.
And I see you have one more slide here. This is one of my favorite slides to show all the time. The Indio Teen Center. You guys got some great activities going on this month.
Yeah, it sure does. There are so many things going on there. And one of the cool things too is you are eligible to go as long as you're between the grades of 8 and 12, regardless of your city of residency. It's free activities, all kinds of different activities, including culinary arts, crafts. They're working on help with college applications. There's a studio where you can learn how to play instruments or mix music. There's a pool table. It's a great safe space for people to come interact. Plus, we've got all kinds of art on the walls, including a great sculpture in the front by acclaimed Indio resident, actually, or former Indio resident, grew up here, Philip K. Smith, who has art internationally showing. And
I had no clue that Philip was from Indio. I knew he lived in Rancho Mirage. Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. So he grew up in Indio, and that sculpture is out in front of Indio Teen Center, and we're very proud of that. So check it out, if for nothing else, just to see the incredible artwork that's happening here.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. Let's see. Do we have any more slides? That's actually my next slide coming up. So, Chef Mary, before we leave, let Brooke go. Do you have any questions for her?
No, I think it's awesome that the flag issue, years ago, I was at a garage sale, and in the corner in a box was a folded flag that had been, both of my grandparents are in Arlington, so we went through the folded flag ceremony, and I picked it up, and I felt really bad because I thought, gosh, someone very wonderful had this flag on his coffin. And I got a hold of someone from the American Legion, I believe, and they said, because they didn't know who it belonged to, that I could put my grandparents' names on it, and they would put it at the flag site up in Palm Springs.
Oh, okay.
And so they memorialized whoever the unknown person was, but also put the flag up and celebrated my two grandparents. So I think it's important that we honor and take care of those flags.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what a great project to bring and to remind kind of that younger generation of the sacrifice and service that so many people still make today.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, because I really never knew what to do with it. It was like, what do I do with this? We had a torn flag, and we gave that to the guys as well because we really didn't know what to do with it. We didn't want to put it in the trash can or.
Yes, right. But so few people want to undertake the process of burning them. So it's a location, you can drop it off now, and then American Legion and VFW will take care of the rest.
That's awesome. Great project for.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes,
Happy New Year, Brooke. Well. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
All right, terrific. All right. Thanks,
Have a good
everyone.
Bye-bye. Okay, so Mary, we're going to continue on here. I want to share that the district is doing a series of COVID clinics starting today, and vaccination clinics. Mary, if you were in the desert, you could go to any one of these.
Okay.
Across the desert, we got one at Palm Desert Charter Middle School going on today from 3 to 7. This is for anybody that needs. The walk-ins are okay. Vaccination clinic. They're giving the Pfizer vaccination, ages 5 and above, so you can come on down. And then Mary, we also have them going on. Let's see here. Then click ahead. We've got them in the District Education Center going on Thursday the 6th. Same thing, as well as on Friday, January 7th from 4 to 6:30 at Shadow Hills.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
Plenty of opportunities within Desert Sands if you need your COVID vaccination shot and so forth. Do
you know which ones they're offering for the booster? I mean,
they're offering. So we are with Pfizer.
Okay.
Yeah. The Pfizer one, I believe, is the one that we're being offering and so forth. And I could actually pull up the flyer here too. But no, just to make sure that I want to make sure our community has this information so they can come through. And one of the other things that I can share with you is our student support services team, Mary, has a bunch of the rapid kits. So for the community and so forth. So you can reach out, come to the clinics, you can get the rapid kits and so forth. You do have to scan a QR code and give your information and share your basically your results of the test, but that just helps our overall numbers for Riverside County and overall numbers for the state of California.
Exactly.
Yep.
Because I know that it's been a bit of a challenge to find out where some of these sites are, during the holidays, even though like I went online to look for an appointment and they said the nearest one was in Washington State.
Oh, really?
That was kind of interesting. And I was telling them I needed something, near my zip code. So there's a lot of people that are utilizing that boosters and the shots and the testing. Yeah,
definitely. Oh, we just had another comment about the presentation that RJ's doing. Yes, I agree completely that this is very important for our flags, and I love that our students are doing this and they're partnering with our city. So that's just fantastic to have that. But we have a great relationship with the UCAN report. They do all these great articles on us, and Mary Perry works with them directly. And Mary was very proactive with this in the fact that I want to bring this up here. This is our upcoming calendar for 2022. So she made sure to publish this with the UCAN report, and I'll put the link in the comments here so you can check it out yourself. But this has all the important dates for the upcoming 2022 calendar. Anything that has to do with school board meetings, to our elementary jumpstart that's going on at the district, our high school battle of the books, everything that's going to take you right through the end of the school year. So this is all the important information. You can catch that on any of the links that I just shared with you there. Let's see, what else do we have? So Mary, this is fun. I haven't done this in a while, but I want to make sure to bring this up here. I get to go out and be part of the DSUSD recruitment team.
Oh, wow.
We're going to start recruiting teachers again. This is a lot of excitement. The first thing that's happening is February 5th. They are having the Desert Sands recruitment fair. That's going to go from 11 to 3, and that's going to take place here. But then I'm also part of the team. This is fun. I get to go. We're going to go to different job fairs throughout the state, throughout the country, throughout the United States, to help recruit some teachers. And I will say with the different times and so forth, some of it will be virtual and some of it we will actually meet in person.
Oh, that'll be awesome. That'll be fun.
Yeah, as of right now, I'm scheduled to go to Cal Poly with a couple of the people in personnel so we can go ahead and recruit some teachers. And that's an actual in-person, as of right now, it's an in-person recruitment fair. So I'm looking forward to do that so we can get some good high-quality teachers. I think I told you, Mary, one of the times that I went to Michigan State, I was there with Mr. Biggert and Dr. Salazar. And we're there recruiting teachers. And one of the kids came out and said, oh, Mr. Webb. And they knew exactly who we were. They were students of ours at La Quinta.
Oh, my gosh.
So that was just an amazing day because we actually hired 2 Desert Sands alumni from La Quinta while we're at Michigan State. So that was really cool.
Gosh. Bring them back home again.
Exactly. It's all about bringing them back home. I love that. Yeah.
So did you get anything special from Santa?
I would say the most special thing I got for Santa is to see my daughter's eyes when she saw Santa for the first time. And she saw the tree. And it was funny. Last year, she would take the gifts and she would just kind of take a piece of, let's just kind of rip it like this.
Yeah.
Right. Well, this year was tearing it apart of all our gifts and everything. So that was kind of fun just to see that happen. It was great. Was Santa good to you, Chef Mary?
We had a really, really fun time. Maddie came over at 10 o'clock. Okay. And so we had our Christmas morning, and it was just ripping and tearing and, getting things that you wanted. And I got this incredible light for my computer, and I got an office chair because I've been using the dining room chair, but this light is really cool. It's called a Frog, AFROG.
Okay.
And you plug it in. Actually, it's got a station that you can put your phone on it to get it charged. Okay. And it lights up because my keyboard is really dark and I'm in a place where the light doesn't hit it. So when I'm trying to do some typing, but this has like a calm light and they can different colors, and it's really pretty cool. So,
you always have great segments for me because one of the other things I was going to highlight is on our district website. We have a social emotional wellness portion of the site, as you know, Mary.
Yeah.
And on that, we talk about those types of things. So if you click through the top here, there's all the different areas where you can go to visit on our website. And speaking of calming, I want to bring us to the social emotional wellness page. So if you go to this portion of the page, this will give you all the different resources that would go along with your calming light. That maybe maybe you could go ahead and watch a video on YouTube with your calming light. But no, this is just a bunch of different things for mindfulness, resilience, self-regulation. They got some live animal cams that you could kind of take it easy and so forth. But these are all different resources that are available on our website that are available free to our families. Who am I kidding? This on the website, Mary, anybody can go ahead and access these resources. So this is all through dsusd.us. Yeah. No, you create great segments for me. Thank you.
Yeah. So otherwise than that, we had it was a really nice holiday time. A lot of last minute changes that turned in to be perfect. I mean, we have no complaints, and Maddie is still out of school. I think they go back to school on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started the new year off with getting my car with a new oil change, and
Okay.
it was just good. I decided I need to be a little more proactive. I've been procrastinating about doing something so simple as getting your oil change. I don't know why I was afraid of that, but it was. I went into Jiffy Lube and they just I thought I was at a car auction, the way they
Okay.
were running all over the place. And
Too funny. Hey, Mary, I do want to give a highlight and make sure we give him props. Craig Campbell. You know what? Ever since we've kind of been back in swing of things, we haven't had him on our show. I want to
no,
make sure we kind of reach out and invite Craig to come on and tell us what's going on in the rest of the desert, because we do a great job. I'll flat out say, I'm going to honk our own horns. We do a great job highlighting desert sands, La Quinta, Indio, Palm Desert, and our communities and so forth, Indian Wells and so forth. But I'd love to hear what's going on with the rest of the desert. So I'm going to make it a point this week. I'm going to reach out to Craig, see if he can come visit us either Thursday or next week.
yeah, it looks like he's been pretty busy, covering, his own events and venues from his Facebook pages and whatever.
Oh yeah, no, that's the only way we keep contact is via Facebook Messenger. Other than that, it's just we're always going different directions. But I know that you love him to death, and I love him to death. Thank you, Craig, for allowing us to be on your platform.
Yeah,
It's
he's a great guy.
great way to speak and reach our families.
So your schools are all back in, full days and whatever.
Yep, we're back to school, full days. Yeah, you name it. Beautiful thing is I haven't been called in to substitute teach yet, so that means we're okay with our sub needs and our teacher needs and so forth. But no, things are going well. You'll love to hear this with the Chili Dog grants. I've already submitted, and we've already issued some of the winners. They're not their checks, but their items that they ordered. So we had some teachers that put in for, like Miss Weiser over at La Quinta High School. It was real simple. She put in for specific books that they needed to study for a science international B that they're doing, where they're going to have to travel to it. And it was simple. I just went on Amazon, ordered them, and sent them right to the school. So we're ordering items as fast as we can. I'm working with district purchasing to make sure that we can get all those items purchased, because as you know, we gave out $400 grants, which is pretty awesome.
That's awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
I know during the Christmas season you sent a link about an article that Mary Perry published, and our program was recognized.
Yeah, we were recognized at the national level, the National School Foundation level, talking about the great things that we got going on. One of them being, and once again, Mary, you're great for segments and great for pushing over to the next article and piece. But one of the things mentioned in that was our connection with Walter Clark. So as you know, as a board member, Walter Clark is now partnered with Desert Sand Schools via the foundation. He's giving over $15,000 to Desert Sands Educational Foundation that will be given to 3 of the mock trial teams. So he's going to be, the Walter Clark Legal Group is now the sole sponsor of our mock trials in all the Desert Sands.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So what is it? La Quinta, Indio, and Palm Desert, since they have the 3 mock trial teams that compete right now, they're each getting around $5,000.
That's incredible.
Yeah, a little bit more than $5,000. So it's just fantastic that he partnered with us. And you talked about that article. So Mary submitted our article to the National Foundation, and they ran with it. They put it on their page as membership news about everything going on. That's great. We also talked about our Foundation Express event where we raised some money, as well as we talked about the upcoming gala too.
Yeah.
So it was just nice to see us on a national level there.
Exactly. So is the community, I always forget what we call this, is our community market going to open back up again?
So great question. I did speak with Mark as well as Tony. They're looking at revamping it a little bit. Not so much that it's going to be the last Sunday starting in January. That's where we started last year. But they're looking to revamp a little bit. They're finding, and I'll flat out say, Mary, it's like as many people as we had to shut down that street on a weekend it's a big deal.
Oh, okay.
So they're looking at some other venues, from what I understand. Speaking of community events, you'll love this. The COD Street Fair is coming back.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
my favorite.
So I'm going to just put this out there. I haven't talked to anybody about it, but I could see a partnership forming with them.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Where we could do something in an event over there with having our schools and the produce. You speak of like CV Harvest Box, them having us at their market. I'll tell you, over the break, we planted our first flowers over at Jackson Elementary School.
Oh, wow.
And our first produce. So I know it's a little bit cold. It's a little bit cold for the germination process, but we're giving it a try for the first time and see if this can turn into something special for next year.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. COD is just it's an incredible place to go shopping and just hang out for the day.
Yes. I'm actually going to see if I can find a link on it so I can share with everybody, because I think that's a great opportunity. It's as well as it's a great opportunity for our small businesses to survive in the desert.
Exactly. And I mean, the selection process for who their vendors are is incredible. I mean, we have purchased some incredible pieces there as gifts and personal items that are well priced, and things that you wouldn't expect to find, at that level. I mean, it was really good.
Let's see here. Yeah, it returns this Saturday. The Street Fair at College of the Desert returns Palm Desert this Saturday from Sunday to 8 to 2. It's been on hiatus since March of 2020. So that was reported out by the Desert Sun. So exciting.
Did you circle one day? Is it one day or 2 days?
If I remember correctly, it went Saturday and Sunday, but no, they have it Saturday and Sunday from 8 to 2.
Okay, good.
It's coming back, Mary.
That is awesome. I'll tell you this crazy story. Years ago, let's see, Steve and Dana were married like 15 years ago. So I'm going to go back 15 years. We were in Penny and I were shopping, and this guy came up and he had this really expensive bicycle, and they wouldn't let him in the store. So Penny and I said, well, we'll watch your bicycle for you. So we're watching the bicycle, and we come out, and the guy says, hi, my name is Tony, and here's my card. I work at the COD. So we go down to the COD, and he makes these incredible pieces of clothing. And I actually bought the coat that I wore to Steve's wedding. He made it for me.
Oh, wow.
So it was a small world that, we're up in Upper Palm Springs, and here we run into this guy, Tony, and we're at the COD, and we go, oh, we know you, Tony. And he says, oh, come over, and gave us all a little free gift and built a beautiful hand-painted jacket for me. So
wow. Okay.
The quality of stuff there is really, really good.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm looking forward to them being back. I know another community event that's going on this weekend, art in the street over in La Quinta, Old Town. They'll have their art going on. What is it? The art? I know I'm going to. Geez, I'm not even explaining the right name here. It's their art on Main Street. There we go. Art on Main Street will be going on in Old Town La Quinta. Just a lot of activities that are available for our community members. Gotta love that. Yeah.
So, are there any sports activities going on in the school district right now? Or
Pledge. We're right in the middle of wrestling, basketball. I want to say one of the swim. We're in the pool for water polo, I believe. Yeah, we've got full activities and everything. I know that coming the end of January and February, they're going to start playing more baseball. Coach Salazar over at Palm Desert High, they had a huge tournament right before the break where they had teams from they had teams from Nevada, Arizona. All come down to play baseball. So,
oh my gosh!
Oh, I knew I was going to get it. Yeah, here we go. Farmers Market on Sunday in La Quinta as well. Thank you, Mayor Evans.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. I knew we'd get the activities there, but no, a lot of great athletes are full-fledged participating in sports right now.
Yeah, and I'm glad to see that we have the opportunity to shop local.
Yes.
Because I think that's been really hard on some of these vendors over the period of the last year or so, to have product and produce and whatever. And it's just kind of fun to walk around and get a big bunch of flowers or buy a basket of, fresh produce or find a necklace or whatever you want to do.
Of course. So I want to share with you, and this is I'll flat out say this is a little premature, but it's exciting news. I'm working with the two chambers of commerce. I'm working with the Palm Desert Chamber of Commerce with Randy, and I'm also working with the Chamber of Commerce over at the Greater Coachella Valley Chamber of Commerce with Emily. Those are the two CEOs. And Mary, as you know, working in small businesses and restaurants and resorts, hospitality, whatever, you're always needing staffing.
Yeah.
So what we're planning to do, and I met with April over at Palm Desert, we're looking to have a job fair in the spring for the juniors and seniors so that they can help fill opportunities in the community for jobs for the summer, as well as maybe those juniors that are going to be seniors will have work experience for the following year and senior year.
Yes.
But I'm also working on this side of the desert with Emily to see if we can have one of those either at Indio, Shadow Hills, or La Quinta as well. So many opportunities for our kids. So pretty exciting. Once again, we're trying to help our locals here.
Yeah, and I think giving these kids the opportunity, like we did with the culinary program, to be employed and have an income,
Yep.
and they're going to school and being paid for it technically. When you think about working in a kitchen, if you can't afford to go to culinary school, you could internship or whatever and work and be paid, and then you get to eat.
Yeah, exactly. It's always good to see. It's
I
always
know
good.
that's all they
Yeah.
want to do is when do we eat?
Yeah. Well, Mary, we're coming up on 9:30. I know that we'll be back again on Thursday at 9 o'clock. You have anything else pressing you want to share with our community before we head on out?
No, just have a safe, happy New Year. It was a fun Christmas. It was a good holiday time for me, and I'm looking forward to getting back to work and getting back to hours and just making the most of a good year.
I agree. Mary, I will see you on Thursday at 9 o'clock. Thank you again, Craig at CoachellaValley.com for allowing us to present on your platform, and the City of Indio for the StreamYard access this year. Hey, you guys have a great one. Mary, we'll see you later.
Okay.